guys, Kitty Sapphire here, and welcome to Kitty Reacts. It's been a long time since I did a last video. I think the last video that I did was the Halloween special, and I kind of didn't walk away with the most happy or fuzzy feelings in that video. If you guys want to know exactly what I'm talking about, I would recommend going to stop off on my channel and check out Alucard versus Dio Brando death battle. But that's a story for another time and what have you. But here we're talking about happy feelings regarding that this week seems to be a wonderful week for Pokemon. Days are basically counting down to the new release of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I'm excited. As you guys can practically tell, I'm all abuzz. Really don't have to mention that. I have an Eevee up front. You can see my Eevees in the back. There's really nothing more to say about that. I'm a Pokemon fan. Pretty simple as that. There were some other videos that I had an idea to do reactions for, but I thought this was the perfect one to offset, since this is the final trailer from what I saw, Legends of Arceus, just before it's released on the 28th of this month. I'm excited, and they're actually, I think in this video they're going to show several evolutions of the starters. So there's been some rumors flying around, and trust me, I've been basically dodging spoilers right and left to make sure that I like to be surprised, especially with these, you know, especially with Pokemon. I like to be surprised by these things. I've been dodging and keeping off Twitter and all this other stuff, so in hopes that I could actually really appreciate the Pokemon, the game. Yeah, so we're going to do a reaction video of the final trailer for Pokemon Legends of Arceus, just before the Pokemon game's release. So, let's get started. I'm excited for this. Anyway. Wow. It is beautiful. Let's turn this up a little bit. I'm seeing all the unique new Pokemon. Oh, Badoo. Hi, Pikachu. And the customization, which looks really good. I enjoyed myself in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so with the customization, so yeah. What's that over there? Cleavor. I remember this particular trailer, and for once, in my opinion, this is a scary looking Pokemon, in my opinion. Oh, I'm in love with the Pokeballs that you have to basically create. You have to basically create them, craft them, and they look so unique looking, and a nice spin to the old classic Pokeball. I know, surprise, right? Okay. Oh, hello, honeys. So going over reviews, based on this trailer, it does look very interesting and very promising. Of course, gushing over several of the Pokemon that I'm looking forward to catching and such. This particular group of Pokemon as starters, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they eventually turn into, because of the fact that rumor has it that they're going to be a little bit differently, such as like Were-Deer and Basculegion and Hisuian Braviary. Even Growlithe looks a lot different. So there's been like rumors flying around. I don't know how true they are, but based towards the end of this trailer, it seems like we're going to get to really see what they actually look like. Hold on a second. This actually is really cute. The trio Badoos are really funny. This is just freaking adorable. Now, me personally, I'm not a big Badoo fan, but it's just seeing them look up at like the people who would request some of these. I find that, you know, regarding the other trailers that we've seen throughout these past few months, you get to go on these various different assignments and you basically study the Pokemon. So you're making the Pokedex completely from scratch. So you have to constantly observe these various different Pokemon and just like research them as much as you can to get an understanding, which I think that's really cool. That's clearly a picture of Arceus, or Arceus' insignia. I think it's very interesting that they have a stone temple like this, because it looks really Greek, if anything, but it's really, really cool. The environments are really nice, and just seeing Pokemon just wander around versus like in modern day where Pokemon reside to like a small patch of grass. This is actually really cool. Customization. I'm always big on customization. That was one of the biggest things that I really enjoyed about Galar, Pokemon Sword and Shield, is you get to customize a character that basically looks like you, that went with your particular style. So this is going to be very interesting, because I might be able to translate my little character from the similar style from Sword and Shield to this particular game. Bravery! Oh, there's two of them. Bags, you leading? Now, I'm curious to see what is this? What is this ominous cloud? It looks similar to Eternatus, based on the previous game of Sword and Shield, but we don't know. But it might be Arceus, you know, main title or the main character on the front cover. So we'll see. I don't know. It's just a guess. Like I mentioned before, when I actually first saw, or this particular Pokemon was announced as these noble Pokemon, I have to say, what is it? Cleaver was very frightening to me. I mean, the same thing with Zarud. A lot of the Pokemon or the legendary or semi-legendary or these high-ranking Pokemon are becoming more and more intimidating looking. And I think that's a big thing that they're playing up a lot more in this game, especially they have these things called Alpha Pokemon that, you know, they're not so easy to basically walk up to and capture. You basically have to fight them in order to weaken them to get them, but they'll basically they'll attack you if you don't sneak up on them, which I think that's a very interesting thing, especially that, you know, not every single Pokemon was domesticated. It shows a world way before the Pokemon were domesticated, so I thought that was really cool. Like Magmar's trying to fry your butt, like some fried shrimp. Nose, is that Nose Pass? So, okay, we get a little bit of a glimpse of what they might evolve into, maybe? Oh, it's like a hot second. That's kinda mean. But, from what I could see here, I had it. Because this is just it's a quick second. There, well, sort of. Clearly, okay, from what I could see, as it's kind of rough, in the middle is basically Cyndaquil. His ears are down. So it looks like a more, I don't know if it's steel type, but it looks like, based on its design, a more chilled based Typhlosion. Typhlosion is usually very robust type of design with its, you know, fiery quills, its ears are perked up. This one, however, it looks like it's sort of mellowed out, sort of like, I won't say like a dark or maybe more of a very subdued version, like not as proud as the original Typhlosion, but very like, I guess like a dark version of Typhlosion. If this one, if Typhlosion was really prideful and very robust, this one is more subdued and very relaxed. This one, and it's hard to see because of the fact that it looks like there's a lot of movement here, but it looks like that is what Decidueye or Rowlet would turn into. And he looks very intimidating based on the eyes. So, usually, I mean, don't get me wrong, Decidueye is usually very regal and mysterious. This one is a little more aggressive. And then this one, definitely for Oshawott, I believe it turns into this, what is it, Samarin? It's basically an armor-based Pokemon, so I wonder how they're going to go about that and change a bit of Oshawott's final form, because the original evolution of Oshawott was based upon a Japanese culture regarding the samurai, the armor plates, kabuto, the headdress that they often wore. So it's like, yeah, this is a very interesting take on it, but unfortunately they're cheeky. They gave us a little glimpse after basically pausing it instead of actually showing exactly what you're going to get. It still piques my interest, but it's like, man, I was really looking forward to seeing it in the trailer, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? Still very beautiful. I just really like this angle so much. I really like this angle so much because of the fact that you get to basically, you go back in time. And unfortunately, I hate to say that, since Pokemon are compared to animals in a lot of cases, that there's going to be some animals that don't make it, that unfortunately become extinct because either things change, humans were more involved, the disruption of the natural habitats, and how more people basically began to settle and make bigger families, how it affected the Pokemon that lived there. Also the jobs that required Pokemon's help, how that changed, and less of them living in the wild and more being domesticated. So, you know, this is interesting. This is really interesting. So I'm hoping that maybe later on, as we see other versions of Pokemon later on down the road, like Gen 9, Gen 10, etc., etc., that hopefully that they'll revisit other places and go back in time and see what it was like for that. Like, I would like an 18th century European with the corsets and the Victorian flair of Pokemon, or even like, you know, other indigenous parts before, you know, other people invaded in various different places and changed their demographic, how it was back then. So, you know, it's cool. It's very interesting. But yeah, so this is pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys really are excited as much as I am, for all my fellow Pokemon fans out there. And I hope you really enjoyed this this reaction video, and I'll be doing more very soon, so don't worry about that. So this won't be the last one. So I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Bye! I hope you guys liked the video. Bye!